Hello everybody, Railgan is here again with a ZvZ, and would you look at the time? Railgan is going for a 1312. Is this even the real Railgan? Yes it is. And today we want to have a look at how, well, kind of how I play the 1312 I guess, and kind of how I perceive the build to be executed. It's a little bit different from how other people play follow-up wise, because I have I really believe that a quick 2-base roach push can be very devastating in ZvZ, and that's what I want to display today. My opponent hatch gas pool. I send my links, I build my queen, I build my baneling nest, 2 drones in gas, spam the links, get the link speed, sorry, and get ready to do some damage to my opponent. So as you can see, I just rally links across the map right now and I try to do damage to his expansion. I keep 2 links a little bit behind so I can morph banelings. I keep doing damage. I'm trying to get the queen if possible. Now I see that he went a little bit too far away with his links, and I immediately try to punish him for that. I finish off the queen right here, but in the main base he already has his spine crawler completed. And he's blocking the place right here with drones. And if I would want to kill this drone, I would need 2 banelings. I could sneak banelings around and try to do damage. But I wanted to play this a little bit more safe. Not sure if that's the right way, if that's the right thing to call this, but I'm trying to get as much damage on him as I can. He already lost 400 resources more than me. Keep in mind he's also mining quite a bit more. I'm now taking my 3rd base at home, killing off his expansion right here, and his link speed is now done. Trying to keep my banelings alive if possible, while also continuing to do some damage to him. Right here, 2 more drone kills, he's down to 18 workers. Well, not really down I guess, but he's at 18 workers. Right here I make a huge mistake, losing 8 links to his 1 baneling, which puts him very much so back into the game, right? I still have the advantage of having this expansion, and I'm starting to drone up right now. I still pressure him quite a bit, like I try to find holes where I can. The longer I pressure him in his main base, the longer it takes for him to expand, the bigger my economic lead is going to be, right? That's what I'm thinking. And that's kind of how I'm playing this right now. So, in my home base, while droning, I'm also building a roach warren, and I want to go for a very low eco push, building an additional queen and trying to snipe his overlord. On the other side of the map I cannot stop this expansion. He has banelings, he has queens. I could try to go for a lucky baneling snipe or something like that, but instead I'm just kind of relaxing a bit, trying to be like, oh yeah, 1 more baneling for 2 links, that's a good trade. And now I'm getting some scouting done. I see that he finished the evolution chamber, which tells me, well, he's going to get some sort of upgrade most likely. He's also throwing down the roach one right now and getting the lair. Very quick timing. After all this is said and done, we are about even. He is slightly ahead economically. I have a much higher army value though, and he on the other hand already has an evolution chamber and a lair on the way. And my army value is mostly that much higher because I built so many roaches. So my goal was to get a lot of gas from the extractor, like I didn't really put a lot of gas into my banelings, and now I'm going for a huge roach attack, made as many roaches as I can, and I'm just reinforcing with links and banelings. Right there I snapped his 1 baneling with my roaches, and now I'm trying to open the door and go in here and hit him where it hurts. Important thing, I'm move commanding the banelings, which means that his roaches actually need to fire at my sorry, at my banelings to kill them. That just allows me to get a couple additional hits in. I attack him also before his +1 damage upgrade is done, meaning I can do even more damage here, and even though he built 3 spine crawlers and a hefty roach amount, he's losing quite a bit. And right now he's fighting with 4 roaches against 6, now it's 3 against 5, not really the kind of fight you want to take. And before he gets up, before he gets his next roach wave out there, I'm trying to finish off the roaches at the natural, allowing me to kill about 3 roaches using pretty much nothing, and this is where the game gets really dangerous for him. In these low numbers, Lynx are very efficient. Even though he has a +1 attack upgrade, you can really see the efficiency that my Lynx bring in. And right now his Lynx start to appear, and once his Lynx join together with his roaches, you're going to see the strength of his Lynx as well. Like, it's really hard for me to take a good fight here, even though we have more or less the same amount of units. He has slightly more Lynx right here, and it really is what is tipping the scale. Because all my roaches are doing is firing at the Lynx while taking the huge amounts of damage from his roaches and starting and falling apart, right? Economy wise, yeah, I'm slightly ahead, right? I'm gonna take my 3rd base very soon, and right now I feel pretty good about this game. Like, I see that he has a lot of roaches. I built some roaches of my own, mostly for defensive purposes. I'm not really going to attack into him at this point. I feel like that's not really something I can try to go for. I can, on the other hand, try to snipe 1 or 2 of his drones to a little bit of economic damage. It's important that I do have my main saturated and my natural is saturated as well. I'm mining from 2 gases, my opponent is mining from 1 gas. He also had to cancel the lair in order to defend against my attack. However, he did finish the +1 missile upgrade. And now, because I built the 3rd base, he's starting to feel the pressure a little bit and is trying to attack into me. Sorry. That of course does not bode very well for him, as it's quite hard for him to push across the map when he can barely defend at home to begin with. And this is also what is going to end this game for him. I gave him the cheeky smiley face because I won't know this game is over. Positioning the queen right here, I immediately noticed that he's trying to put the banelings over there. Go there with a roach, 1 baneling doesn't achieve anything. And on his side of the map, a couple banelings and roaches together finish him off. So what we saw was a very low eco game where I consistently put pressure on him with roaches. After a 13-12 that didn't kill any of his drones besides the 2 he built that is natural. But it was still enough to put me far ahead in this game and eventually finish him off. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys soon. See ya!